Tanzanite is relatively new to the coloured stone galaxy. As the most common story of the Tanzanite mining boom goes, in 1967, a Maasai tribesman stumbled upon a cluster of highly transparent, intense violet to blue crystals weathering out of the earth in Merelani, an area of North Tanzania. He alerted a local fortune hunter named Manuel de Souza, who quickly registered 4 mining claims. De Souza hoped that he'd been shown a new sapphire deposit. Instead, the deposit contained one of the newest of the world's gems. The new gem would eventually be known as Tanzanite, and it would at times rival the big 3 in popularity. Tiffany & Company recognised its potential as an international seller and made a deal to become its main distributor. Tanzanite was popular with leading jewellery designers and other gem professionals. Please enjoy Openshop's tantalising Tanzanite treasures.
Yes, hello and welcome. You are watching Openshop. My name is Steve and I'm joined by the gorgeous Justine.
Hello.
We have got the most glamorous, fabulous collection of Tanzanite for you to enjoy this hour.
You know, Tanzanite is just so pretty. You know, there's not every stone you can say is truly gorgeous. Some people like, certain stones, but everybody loves Tanzanite.
You're in your Tanzanite blue. I'm loving what you're wearing today, which is gorgeous.
Thank you.
You know, with Tanzanite, I have to say, off the back of what we just saw, 1967 it was when it was discovered. That is just over 50 years ago. Now, when we think about emeralds and sapphires and rubies, they've been around for thousands of years. We've only really discovered in the last 50 years this amazing blue gemstone. I mean, don't get me wrong, it took over 585 million years to be created, but don't forget it was created in one small section at the foothills of Mount Kilimanjaro, and we've just discovered it now. Saying that, you would think it's available in abundance and it's available everywhere. Well, it's found in one place in the world, and they are running out already. The mine is going deeper and deeper. There's different blocks where they source the Tanzanite. Block D is almost already done, and they are still going into the ground and getting less and less of this fantastic stone. The prices are going up, the demand is going through the roof, and the amount that we can bring you is becoming much, much harder. They reckon 10, 20 years it could be completely gone. Wow. Nobody knows for sure, but the demand is high, the supply is low. It's basic economics, people. It's really difficult to get. And I'll tell you, I used to work in a shopping network in the UK, and I've sold so many pieces of jewellery. Tanzanite was probably the best seller and the most sought after. I've seen the good, bad and the ugly. I've seen the most amazing pieces and I've seen the pieces that are not very good. I love Tanzanite. It's probably my favourite gemstone. I love blue. It's what I can relate to. The biggest thing about Tanzanite that I love compared to other gemstones is that I've had the best feedback from customers. I've had people get in touch with me saying that, you know what, Steve, I bought this pendant. Everyone talks about it. Steve, I got this necklace or this ring from you. It's my favourite piece of jewellery. I feel so good when I wear it. People love wearing emeralds and rubies. Look, colours are fantastic, but there's something about Tanzanite that people are drawn to. And I tell you what, here we have got some of the most amazing Tanzanite I've seen. I've seen a lot, and we have got a collection and a selection of pieces that you're going to love. Shall we get started?
We should. Can I just call security though? Security, Steve's showing me up, and I'd like him removed from the studio. See, Steve, I've been faking it for the last 15
Fake
years
it till you make it.
Shopping. I know very little about gemstones, but I've got through with that limited knowledge, and I feel like you're here to show me. Yeah, he's here. We just need him taken away. I love you already. Well, look, I love your passion. I love your knowledge.
I love this gemstone. It's great. It's a gorgeous stone. It's as beautiful as you are. Look, there's the key.
Bless. Honestly, I'm excited too, because you're right, the collection is gorgeous, but also I do love someone, especially a gentleman, that is passionate about gems. And this guy knows his stuff. Where did we find him? You asked. Nikki actually found you.
Yeah, well, the thing is,
you were on a street corner and she wandered past.
I was desperate, and I'm like, you know, give me a shiny light and a camera, and I'm happy.
Here he is.
Here I am. No, I have got this funny English accent. You know, I'm from London, but I lived in Australia and whatever else. But the point is, I have sold thousands tons of Tanzanite pieces, and it's just something that like I said at the start, I'm drawn to in the sense where, you know, people look at it, people love it, and again, the feedback from customers, people that I've met that don't know that I work in jewellery, you know, I would just say to them, oh, you look great, I love this, and there's so many times it would be like, I've got this Tanzanite. Did you know that it's 1,000 times rarer than the diamond? I'm like, yeah, I did know that, but anyway, I won't talk about that. You know, did you know it's found in one place in the world? And I'm like, oh, is it really? Go along with it. But, you know, people love this gemstone. And if you don't have Tanzanite, you're missing out. I mean, it's as simple as that.
It is so striking.
It's so beautiful.
It's such a memorable stone.
Yeah.
And we do have beautiful pieces. Now, we have earrings for you. We have rings for you. We have pendants. There's something for everyone. And throughout the hour, and a lot of you may think, I've never bought jewellery off TV. Is that okay? Just know that here at Openshop, you will receive 10% off your first purchase. So that's very enticing. At any point, you can call us on 132580. You might want to tap our app, or you may want to go to our website, openshop.com.au. But the important part is that buying TV off jewellery is very safe because we do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can have your own private viewing at home. If you don't love it, you can ask a jeweller, you can ask a friend, you can always return it within that 30-day period. But Tanzanite does not come back, I can tell you that. But we are going to get started with a beautiful pair of earrings.
Yeah, I've got them in front of me here as well, which is what you're wearing,
yes,
which is perfect. This is a great start because we want to bring something to you that, you know, everyone can wear. And I really think if you invest time and effort and money into earrings, it's really important. And I'll tell you why. When you meet someone and you look them in the eye and you talk to them, what's the first thing you see? Earrings, okay? Yeah. With a ring, you can have it down here. With a pendant, it's not necessarily as obvious. Earrings are obvious from the very, very start.
That's right.
So when you meet someone and talk to them, whether it's a casual lunch with the girls or going to a job interview or an evening out, you want to have that look that instantly lightens the face up in the most beautiful way. And earrings, if you spend the right amount of money and get the right piece, will look just like this. You're wearing them.
Well,
and I love them.
And what I love about these, they're pear cuts, so very opulent,
yes,
very sort of glamorous, but also 72 points.
Yep.
So you haven't gone up to that 1 carat price bracket yet, but you do have sort of the appearance of almost a carat of Tanzanite. And I do believe that these earrings, they're about a 1.5 mil drop without looking at my notes, but
yep,
you've got a lovely little dangle there. And I think there are some diamonds, a smattering of diamonds as well on these, Steve. But aren't these divine? They're enough to say, look at me, little spot of glamour, but they're not so much that you have to wait for an invitation to the gala dinner to wear them. You could wear these to a dinner, couldn't you?
Absolutely. And
yes,
what's great with the two cuts, with the square and the pear,
yeah,
they complement each other beautifully because of the way that the facets are done, and the table on the square works with the curve of the pear. So, you know, I mean, it's a small thing that I noticed, but it works beautifully.
Is that a bit Art Deco, having the two sort of shapes together?
It has to be done correctly, and if it's done rightly, it looks good like that. And this is the thing about these stones is that, you know, for looking at them, they just look gorgeous. But it's a lot of effort and time has gone into the design and the quality as well. And if you look at these Tanzanite stones compared to others that I've seen, some of them are extraordinarily pale, and they're still a Tanzanite, but they're not giving you that depth of colour that you want, because Tanzanite's trichroic. You get purples and blues and burgundies, and you want them to work with the light. And these frame the face so well. Less is more. Like it's 4 stones with diamonds. It's gorgeous.
They are gorgeous, and wearing them right now, there's no drag. So even though you have the dangle and you do have a longer pair of earrings, a lot of women are very paranoid about earrings that drag down on the earlobe. And as you can see, they're sitting beautifully. They're not pulling. They'll be comfortable all night long. You have 2 little round cut diamonds in these earrings as well. And you know, I was just thinking as you were talking to Steve, you know, people watching us might be thinking, well, where else can I get Tanzanite? You know, not a lot of places. Some jewellery stores you won't even find Tanzanite.
I spoke to my family when I was in the UK selling Tanzanite. I spoke to my family members. They're like, Tanza what? And they didn't even know what was. And I'm like, Tanzanite. It's one of the most amazing gemstones. And I know a lot of you watching will be thinking, I know what Tanzanite is. If you know it, you know it, right?
Yes.
If you don't know it, you don't know it. And at the start, I'll tell you as well, in regards to buying off the television and a shopping network, I'll tell you, I know people in the States and the UK and all around the world that sell Tanzanite on the shopping networks. I'm not allowed to give names here. I know big celebrities and big names that buy off the shopping networks. And I'll tell you why. We get great amounts, we get good quality, we get amazing prices, we pass the pricing on to you, and with us as a launch, as a fantastic new network, we are pulling out all the stops.
So fewer levels of profit.
Yeah.
Because it's basically mine to us.
Yeah.
Really.
Makes the
and
biggest difference.
At a jewellery store, there's a lot more layers, so everyone has to earn a bit of money along there. So that's why you buy off the telly, because you get better prices, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee, you get 10% off your first purchase. You might win a Mercedes-Benz.
Oh,
I can just see you driving your Merc with your Tanzanite earrings. But this is just the first piece. So if you love these, you can order on 1325.80. But we've got so much more to show them.
And remember as well, when you're buying with us, you know, you're buying with confidence. You know, you can trust us. You know that we're going to deliver on time for free, which is amazing. You know, you could win the Mercedes, 10% off. And here's a model that we've got for you. Looking fabulous. Do they have a wind machine? I hope they do.
I asked for
Oh, good, they did.
But they said it might make Steve's eyes water.
Wow.
So you're already more important than me.
There you go.
Here in this studio.
So there we go.
Security.
I know, security. They're going to take you away in a minute.
How dare you?
There you go. Look, well, she's wearing them. You look better, I think. I'm joking. I'm joking. It's all. It's gorgeous.
But on that note,
yes,
Bianca does have very different skin to me. Tanzanite does work with different skin tones.
I'm so glad you said that, because one of the things that I've always noticed with Tanzanite is it's one of the most wearable gemstones you can buy.
Right.
It complements so many different looks and styles. And I've got, I bought my sister a Tanzanite stone. She's early 20s when she got it. My mum's got it. She's 65. And like, you know, loving and adoring the look and style. And it's just like I said at the start as well, it's wearing something that's rare and exclusive.
Yes.
And I can't stress to you how rare it is. This is the thing.
Than diamond?
1,000 times rarer than diamond. Tanzanite is 1,000 times rarer than a diamond, which is incredible. And it's also available in very limited numbers. We go through stages with Tanzanite. It becomes available, you buy it up. And then we go months without it being available. And here at Openshop, we've been able to get a supply that we can bring it to us, but it's not been easy.
Who knows when we'll get the next bit of Tanzanite. But just up on your screen at the moment, we do have some information about the beautiful, beautiful Tanzanite.
There's the colours.
Rarer than diamonds. But here's a little information about the variety of the mineral zoisite that Tanzanite is. It varies from blue to violet or purple in colour. And Steve, this is one of the most coveted aspects of this gemstone.
Yeah.
The fact that you get the different
colours. It's trichroic in the sense that you get those colours, but only in the premium colours and the premium stones, I beg your pardon. Now, the smaller stones can sometimes have better colour play than the larger ones. It's obviously what you want to go for. And like I said to you, I visually inspected every single piece we've got today. Every single one of them gives you the opulence and the colour and the sparkle that you want. You know, without sounding like a diva, if there was anything that wasn't good, I just wouldn't want to bring it up.
Absolutely, but even more so in a trillion cut. And that brings us
That comes to the next one. Now, don't get me started with a trillion cut. Hang on. There you go.
Yeah,
with a trillion cut, the great thing about this, the trillion cut, it wasn't made for Tanzanite, but it was one of the first stones they ever used for Tanzanite. I'll tell you why. The trillion cut stone is triangular. So you've got the triangle that basically has different facets. And what happens is the light comes through into the stone and it equally disperses throughout and then emits this glow straight back to you. So when you wear the trillion cut stone, I'll pick it up, basically it bounces the light equally and then comes back at you. So those blues and purples and burgundies come through in the most fantastic way. I'll see if I can show you here. There it is. So you will see there basically the most amazing color play. There's the side and profile, okay? So you don't see a huge amount, but when we look at it like this and when you wear this, the light equally disperses beautifully and then gives you the most fabulous flashes of reds and blues and burgundies. Now in the studio, we get one of those fantastic blues, but you wait and see when you go into the evening, candlelit dinner, sunsets, sunrises, different times of the day, you're going to see flashes of purples and burgundies. This is the look and color you want.
Sorry, security have arrived now. Bye-bye,
Thanks,
Steve.
Sky.
It has been lovely.
Thanks so much. Okay,
great
you can do the rest of the show on your own. Thank you so much.
Please leave. Please leave as we look. It was fun meeting Steve, but things don't last forever, guys. They don't last forever. Smarty pants over here. I tell you what, I love you. I love you, Steve. The trillion cut ring. I actually did not know, I will be honest, any of that. 12 years, I also have been in home shopping, but what you just said about the trillion cut, I did not know, but I do know.
Same with all stones. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a diamond or any gemstone. If it's done properly and cut, the light reflects perfectly. But with Tanzanite, it just works perfectly.
Does it take? Is it a bit more time consuming? Is it a bit of a harder cut?
There's a lot of wastage, so it's an expensive stone. So this is why you will see the trillion cut stone, but it needs to be done properly. If they mess it up, ruined, gone.
Oh my
and that's
God.
just such a waste. I mean, it's, within reason, it's with almost every stone, but the trillion cut, it's like a marquise cut. I mean, we haven't got any of those today, but the marquise cut is really difficult to do. That's that kind of like triangular one. But the trillion cut that we've got here is perfect for Tanzanite. So, you know, honestly, with the 30-day money-back guarantee, I would honestly, if you have not got a Tanzanite piece of jewellery, I could not stress enough to try us out.
Especially,
you know, give it a go.
That's right. And this at $579 is such a fabulous price for the trillion cut, showing you all those colours, really, really showing off here with the purples coming through, those deep violets, and you can actually see them. I do want to reiterate our lighting here again. There's no star filters. There's no special filters that they have in jewellery stores, which is fine. They fully disclose that. You can see them. Jewellery stores all use that in their windows. That's not what you'll see here at Openshop. It is very strong television lighting. So you're not even really seeing the pieces at their best. Wait till you get this beauty home and start to have a relationship with this ring and see the purples and the violets.
You know, I would
and
say
the
the first thing to do when this arrives, put it on and go outside.
Really?
Straight away. Because as soon as you see this one inside, when you open that box and you see it, it'll look fantastic. But take it outside and just look at it under a bright light, even under any... Once you get outside and it just gets its natural surroundings, you're going to get the most amazing play of colour play. And this is the great thing about it, is when you wear it during the day, you're going to look fantastic. You go out for an evening drinks with this one on as well, it just changes the way that it is, you know. A bit like you in the evening, Justine, changes.
Well, I get more tired. I don't know what they've told you, Steve. I get, the two things have happened.
Go on then.
Look, when I'm 43 now, and I feel like past 40, every year I got a little crankier.
Sorry, every hour, or was it every year? I'm joking.
I'm not gonna lie, things
I did
got
see
a
this
lot
morning.
tougher. So I don't know what they're telling you, Steve.
I'm playing with you.
Steve,
I'm joking.
everybody.
I'm joking.
But yes, in candlelight and incandescent light, you will start to see these stones, these Tanzanite stones, really put on a display for you. And people do love that the Tanzanite stone tells such an amazing story, because we do buy jewellery for its rarity. We should be. We should be looking for things that are slightly more unusual, slightly rarer, and with Tanzanite, 1,000 times rarer than diamonds. We do have this gorgeous footage as well of Bianca wearing this. Cue the fan.
Cue the fan.
Cue Bianca and her fan. I do love this.
No, it's absolutely beautiful, and this is what I love. Again, you've got the darker hair, we've got the blonde hair. It works with different complexions. I think that's fantastic.
Now, if you have just tuned in, you're watching an hour of Tanzanite. This is a stone, one source, Tanzania. That mine is being depleted every single day, and Block D is out, and they have to find these new deposits. But once it's gone, it's gone. I don't want to say that the value of your jewellery is going to go up, because that's making a claim. I'm just saying that you're going to have something that no one else will be able to get their hands on.
Do you know, there are many people and companies and businesses that are stockpiling Tanzanite. They're buying a lot of it, just because they want to have it.
Smart.
Look at this, heart of the ocean.
Fun fact, the stone in the heart-shaped necklace worn by Kate Winslet in the movie Titanic was a Tanzanite. The fictional story describing the gem as a blue diamond, but in reality, blue diamonds do not possess such a deep blue saturation as depicted in the movie. And I just want to say...
And she threw it off the end, at the end.
She threw it out.
What was she thinking?
What was she thinking? It is a beautiful movie, but we all know there was room for two people on the door. Steve, it's one thing that I must say.
Security.
If he'd at least tried to get on the door, the movie may have ended very differently. Room for two, Kate, that's all I'm saying.
James Cameron had a vision. Right.
Is that a pendant?
This is the pendant. Now, you're wearing this as well. And this is, with the earrings as well, I meant to say, and pendants, these are really good gift ideas. You know, sometimes the ring size, you're not too sure about different ring sizes for whatever reason. When it comes to gifts and presents for people, again, I've had a lot of people buy from me that have bought presents for granddaughters and daughters and nieces and family. When you buy something like this, there's a story behind it which we've told you about. And obviously everything's about bringing something to people they can wear that they can look good in. But wearing something like this with the story that we've told you makes it even more of an accessible piece to have. So when someone wears this, they can go, it was bought for me by mum or gran or daughter or sister. And they can go, it's a pendant, but it's more than a pendant. Okay, it's a Tanzanite pendant, so yes, it's very, very rare. Yes, it looks fantastic. But isn't it incredible that it comes from one place in the world that's 4 kilometres square. Did you know, by the way, the government within Tanzania have built a 24-kilometre wall around the mine? Did you know that?
Of course I did, Steve.
Because
I know a lot about jewellery till you showed up, buddy, and made me look bad.
Well, there you go. And the thing is, you know why they did that for 2 reasons. A, because people coming in and trying to illegally mine, which I don't know how they could do that because it's difficult, but they did. And also, it's because the Tanzanian community have benefited brilliantly from Tanzania with the Tanzanite. And they want to make sure that the taxes go through to the local people, which is really good. So we can tell you that all of the Tanzanite that we source, it's all ethically sourced, which is great. But that's how, I mean, can you imagine building a wall around a mine?
Yes.
Because
what they have is special.
Yeah, it has to be done.
Special.
Has to be done.
This colour is magical.
I love this. The trilogy is so popular.
It is, isn't it?
Past, present, future.
Absolutely.
I love you.
Absolutely.
Whatever you want to, I mean, if you do want to think of it like that. But.
Well, and also some people have 3 as their lucky number, or maybe you've got 3 children like I have.
Yeah.
3 too many. But can I also say 30 points on this claw set? These are round cuts, aren't they, Steve?
They are.
I think they are.
They are
Claw
round
set,
cuts.
Round cuts,
and
30 points. And I think I'd say, is that about 1.5 mils down or 1 centimetre down in the drop there? It's so sexy, this piece. This is a piece, I think, that is very now. You know, at the moment, pendants are all about being more demure, not the big pieces. We're looking at more demure things around the neckline and maybe even layering up. So people are wearing, you know, just a plain gold chain, and then you have your long Tanzanite piece, sort of like a bit of a 1920s look, the doubling up. But this pendant really, there is no limits to how you wear this. You could wear this. You've got a pretty good bail there, but if you even want to mix metals, you can do that too now.
Well, it is the pendant on its own, which is great because you can put it through whatever you like. And I guess the question I have, a lot of people that I've spoken to that wear jewellery, one thing that, I don't know if this is the case with you, Justine, that a lot of people don't have very many pendants to choose from. And I'm talking quality pendants that can be worn for different outfits. This obviously could be worn very, very, very well during the day as much as during the evening. I mean, you tell me, would you wear this more in the evening or during the day? What would you go for?
Do you know Tanzanite is one of those gemstones that plays beautifully in both situations?
Yeah.
I feel like because it's blue,
yes,
because it's this gorgeous violet blue, there's something about it that says daytime. So I could be at work in a nice crisp white blouse, have my Tanzanite pendant and look perfect. But at the same time, you could be wearing a ball gown after 5, captain's table, wedding, party, engagement, whatever it is. And the final garnish to your outfit is your stunning 3-stone Tanzanite pendant. Truly beautiful and truly timeless. It will never date. Tanzanite will never date.
It won't date. It won't date simply because, you know, it's simply put in many, many ways. You can make it as extravagant as you want, but this one, the collection that we've got is very, very wearable. I mean, I look at it in a way that you've got pieces that are elegant and beautiful. It's just a step up, these pieces. It really is a step up. And again, the collection, this is my first Tanzanite show that I'm bringing here, and it's just so exciting to have a collection of pieces that I know you're going to love. These are pieces that I know are going to work so well. And that's why, if you're watching and thinking, I'm not too sure this all sounds good, try us out, give it a go, get them home, have a look at them. If you love them, you keep them, brilliant. If you don't, we're going to send them to you for free. So we send them to you for free, you have a look at them. If it's not for you, send them back, you get your money back.
Yeah,
no problem at all. Just give it a go.
As we watch Bianca with her wind machine.
There she comes.
Here she comes. I do want, we don't need to throw to that every time, guys. Who's directing today? Is that that's the Steve I don't like as much as the new Steve.
That's right.
Who's directing today? Maybe we could just roll the vision of Bianca. That would be fine. Can I ask you, now they're calling security for me.
Well, I already have. I've got a buzzer under here, a red button. I'm like,
Steve, you've seen a lot of jewellery. What do you think, just in what is it? Is it the colour? Is it the rarity? What do you think women say? Why do they have to have
I tell you what, because if you look at a sapphire, some of the sapphires are different in regards to their appearance, and as a result, they look good and people instantly think blue stone sapphire.
Yes.
You know, I mean, when Manuel de Souza actually found these stones, everyone thought it was sapphires because no one had seen Tanzanite before. But again, people are allured to it because of the way it flashes those different colours.
They love it, don't they?
And they love it, and it's a talking point. I think people seem to talk about Tanzanite more than other gemstones. I mean, people look at an emerald, they go, that's an emerald.
That's right.
People look at a ruby and go, that's a ruby. Yep. That's a diamond, and they're brilliant. Don't get me wrong, I've got shows next week. I can't wait. They're lovely. However,
gorgeous.
When it comes to Tanzanite, there's something about it that's quite like a sapphire, that's not quite like a topaz, and it's just got that look to it and then people are like, what's that? And then it's a talking point.
It starts conversation.
And then what I love about it, which is great, and I've heard my mum talk about it, bless her, and she'll be like, oh yes, it's 150. It's rarer than a diamond. And I'm like 1,000 times. And it's just like, but she loves the story behind it, and then goes, it's found in one place. And it's, and the people that, that source this, they do it with love and passion, and they genuinely, really, really helps them as well as us and everyone else that wears it.
Absolutely. And now if you're thinking, okay, you want to start a conversation, well, I tell you want to start a conversation, it's this next piece.
Yeah.
Because this is show for dough. This is go big or go home. But you're not spending a fortune here, because for this next piece, and I really want you to come to your TV screen and have a look at this, because this is a way to get a lot of Tanzanite, but because it's not a big solitaire, because it's lots of smaller pieces, it gives you a massive look. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands on this next piece, but she's gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful. And also, it's a design and style that has been so popular recently, the floral style.
Yes.
Floral designs are massive. They work really, really well, but they need to be done in the right way. I've seen some floral styles that you think, is that a flower or weed? I don't know what's going on there. So when it's done correctly, and as you just pointed out, having one big stone might cost you more, but it's more difficult to set all of these stones with the right color. These have to all be matched together, because there's different shades and color of Tanzanite. This would have been an extraordinarily time-consuming piece of jewellery to make. And what you can see there, obviously, is those colors that I'm talking about flashing through, mainly blues. Remember, in the studio, you're going to get most of the blues. As soon as you take this outside or under different lighting conditions, you'll get those different colors coming through.
Oh, look at
the wraparound is gorgeous. I love that you can see through to the skin. You've got the duo flowers, you've got the mixture of colors that come through. And again, I'm really lucky. I've seen thousands of Tanzanite pieces. I've sold a Tanzanite piece for $40,000, right down to $49 and everything else in between. You want a Tanzanite stone to have those beautiful blues, that amazing clarity. You want it to look like this. I'm really excited to bring to Openshop these amazing collections.
11 points of diamonds in this particular piece as well, pave set diamonds. So that's pretty good to get 11 points of diamonds. You've also got nearly 4 carats of Tanzanite. Now, to get a 3.92 carat single stone of Tanzanite would cost you, think about remortgaging the house. But to get it this way is very clever and truly beautiful. And a point I didn't even think of, and again, security, Steve seriously needs to go soon, but the match here on these pieces, you do have to match them, because the whole ring can get ruined at that stage if they can design it beautifully, they can balance it perfectly, they can find the Tanzanite, but if they put a couple of petals in the flower that don't look like the one next to it, you have a ring that's not quite right. And we've all had a jewellery piece, haven't we, that's just not quite right. This is stunning in every way.
The thing about that, this is the same with all jewellery, and I'll probably bang on about this forever, but the amount of time, do you know there's about 15 to 20 different stages for you to get your piece of jewellery? Obviously, you think you've got the mine, and then you think, okay, they put it together and then it's brought in. There's so many different people that get involved, the faceting and the cutting and the polishing, the setting and the designing, the construction, the quality control, the rejects that come back. There's so many different stages that we have to go through. That ring has gone through incredible amounts of detail, and that's different people from different places, whether it's the stone, whether it's the diamonds, whether it's the gold, whether it's the design, and then we bring it to you at such a great price.
$529, and I would think...
I'm really surprised by these prices,
absolutely.
by the way.
Even a trained jewellery eye at a party would see that and think you spent I would think $2,000 or $3,000. Take another look at this on the hand.
Prices.
Imagine someone holding a champagne flute or even a cup of tea or whatever it is, and you would clock that and you'd go, okay, well, she spent thousands. To be able to get this at $529, and remember, if this is your first purchase here at Openshop, 10% off your first purchase. Don't forget as well, you'll automatically be entered into the draw to win that Mercedes-Benz. You can tap our app, you can go to openshop.com.au, you can order on our phone number 132580 with free express delivery. So when you see the price on your screen, that is it. There is no nasty surprise, put $15 delivery, $10 delivery, even $5. It's not there. free express delivery, and most importantly, if you are thinking of buying jewellery from us, a 30-day money-back guarantee.
It gets sent to you for free. Have a look at it, try it on, love it, or send it back to us, and that's not a problem. And don't be afraid to do that.
That's right.
I mean that. I mean, I would rather say to you, buy 3 pieces from us today. I've said that a long time. Guess what? I say, buy 3 pieces from me today. I get a text message. Steve, I bought 3 pieces from you today. None of them are coming back.
That's right.
So you got to be careful. But just the point is, you can grab that. Were we looking at that just then?
We were the biggest Tanzanite ever. Gee, you can talk. I love you.
I mean, imagine finding that stone.
I think I'm going to be the quiet, mysterious one here at Openshop now that you've turned up.
I am loud and boisterous.
People are going to say, that Juzzy, she never says much.
No.
I can't wait to be that person. 43 years I've waited to be that person.
Well, there you go.
Welcome, Steve.
Thanks very much.
Welcome, Steve.
Yeah.
The loud one.
Yeah, the new loud one. We're all new, but I'm back. Anyway,
yes, you're newer than new.
I'm newer
shiny.
than new.
You're shiny.
What's next?
Okay, so this next piece is this is a bit vintage in its look to me, very classic. Oh, I suppose
absolutely classic. I was going to say this is a design and style that I think a lot of people are going to like, just because it's simple yet stylish, and it's a nice stone as well. It's a big stone.
It is.
I'm going to pick it up. So have you got it on? I'm not sure if you have.
Yes, I'll tell you. It's an oval cut. It's a 1.2 carat oval cut centre stone claw set. 2 diamonds in this piece.
There we go.
As well. Beautiful.
So this is when we start getting to those, much more sought after, difficult to find rare stones. We're over a carat. That's when the prices really start to increase. And they don't go up. They're exponential. The prices go up exponentially. So as soon as we start seeing a little bit of the carat weight going up, it doesn't just go up at the same way. They jump up massively.
Yes.
So you're looking at a price point here that is out of reach for a lot of people. And I don't mean just because it's just too difficult to source and find. And going back to what we said at the start, this is why I know so many people that have got a lot of money are buying off shopping channels because they know they get the quality and they get the best deals, and can buy from people they trust.
That's right. And
you can go into a store and you can find a piece like this, and I not promise you that's not the right word, but I can tell you that it's very, very, very likely the price point's going to be much, much higher.
So do I. And you know what I say? If you can find the 1.2 carat centre stone with the diamonds set in 9 carat gold for $609, a Tanzanite of this quality, and you can find it at your corner jewellery store, buy it from them.
Go for it.
Absolutely. Support small business. I think you will struggle though, because we have gone up above that 1 carat weight, but I don't feel we've made that jump in price. $609 for this. This, I thought, before I saw my list of pricing before this show, I was thinking $799 was fair for this.
Absolutely. I keep thinking in pounds, but even at closer to £400-600, which is double that.
Yes.
It's seriously price points that people. I've seen people pay those prices. I mean, I go to jewellers all the time, and I have a look in the window and see what's going on, and there they are, cha-ching, buying jewellery. Look, if you don't know any better, you just go with what you know, and that's not a problem. Which is why, if we've got new people watching us, and I'm sure we've got new people every single day, welcome to Openshop. This is just the start. We have got jewellery to bring you, as well as many other pieces. We're breaking all the rules. We're changing everything here.
Hey, knuckle punch.
Everything.
We totally are.
We're breaking all the rules, and the great thing about what we do for you is, we're not scared to take a risk, but we're also going to bring you amazing pieces.
Absolutely.
And you know what? We're new. We're starting out. We're thinking, let's just do crazy low prices.
And hello, sorry, we've got Steve.
Well, hello. That was my shot then. Get back in camera too.
I know. Don't get in my shot. We've got Steve, and this is my first show, and I am sitting here thinking, how lucky are we? I don't want to embarrass you, but honestly, to find guys that can sit here with this level of knowledge, and I know my director and producer are also breathing a sigh of relief today, Steve. So, well, yes, we do, thank the Lord. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, Justin. That's very kind of you. That's
it's wonderful. It's wonderful. And our viewers, just let me finish the compliment. I know you're English, you don't like the compliments, but let me finish. Our viewers will appreciate it. as well. They really will, because it is wonderful to have someone sit here that's real, that's authentic, that understands jewellery, that knows jewellery, and he's very nice behind the scenes as well. I think we're going to love Steve. Anyway, this particular
Wait till I have a gin and
piece,
tonic and then see what happens.
He does.
I'm joking. In regards to this piece that we're doing, what sizes is there? M?
Oh, M, O, Q, S, and
V.
U. If you don't know your ring size, you can go to the internet, and there's like ring size charts that everyone has on the net, and you can actually just hold your ring up against that. But if you want one from us, you can call 132580 and speak to our operators, and they will help you with your ring size. But I would suggest the pieces that we've seen so far maybe are resizable,
yes,
1 or 2 safely.
Absolutely. So if you're not too sure about your size, you know, the MNO is usually the sizes that you could go for. And like I said before, you know, get it back home, take it to a jeweler if it's not the right size. If you can't get it resized easily and quickly and affordably, send it back. It's absolutely fine. I'll tell you right now, guys, every single piece that we've got here on set will sell out. I'm not even, there's not going to be a problem. They'll either go watching now, if you buy from us now, or they will go through
hours afterwards,
tomorrow, or people on the website will look at it, or they'll catch up on the show later. So that's not a problem. So it's about getting it. So, I mean, look, recapping what we're doing, it's a Tanzanite event, which is really exciting, and we're talking about a gemstone that is found in one place in the world. And as I mentioned, it's being mined at the moment. And the irony behind it is that, you know, different gemstones are found in different locations all over the world. Tanzanite's found in one place, in a pinpoint in the earth. And they're digging deeper and deeper and deeper into the ground. Some people have said 10 to 20 years. I'll be honest with you, I really don't know if I agree with that or disagree with that. It could, I don't know if it's going to be less or more. Nobody knows. Let's be fair, because there's different pockets and veins being found all the time. But at the end of the day, all I do know is that when it comes to mining this gemstone, they're going deeper and deeper and deeper, and then they get a great deposit, and that's really, really good. And so they've got a supply they can bring on. And I remember when I was working for the network in the UK, mainly Tanzanite we sold. We went months where we couldn't bring one piece on the air because we just didn't get access to it. However, we had people saying to us, oh, here's some Tanzanite. Prices were extortionate. It goes like this. And eventually, I don't know for sure, if the way things are going, the price points are going to remain to stay very, very, very high. So the access we've got now and the pieces that we can bring you now, we're going to maintain the lowest prices always. And we're lucky because we buy in bulk, we buy huge amounts, got great suppliers. So you're in the right place. In the future, who knows? Just keep an open mind.
I think the moral of the story is get it while you can.
Whilst you can, that's really true.
Get it whilst you can. Let's talk about another pendant.
Okay, we're talking. Let's
we
get on.
saw the 3-stone pendant, and now we're talking about a 1.36 carat. So this is our biggest single carat weight in the show so far as a pendant. And oh my giddy aunt.
I mean, anniversary gift, if this is a special occasion. Gentlemen, if you want to buy your ladies something stunning, ladies, want to treat yourself. I love the simplicity of this one. And again, remember, we're going to a carat weight now that is not easily found with the good colour and clarity and quality that you see with this stone.
Sorry, Steve, I'm going to stop you.
Yes.
Jace, is this on some sort of introductory offer as well? So this should be $549.
Well spotted.
Steve, I don't want you to fall off your stool because I'd hate for something to happen to you.
I'm wheezing.
I mean, I like you so much. I'd hate for you to have some sort of nasty accident. But $459.
I've seen and sold many pieces.
That's a must
with
buy.
Smaller carat weights at higher price points. That's a must buy. Or whatever else it
That's
is.
a must buy. 10% off as well. So
this has to be one of the best deals so far.
It does.
Has to be.
$549 down to $459 if it's your first purchase. From us here at Openshop, it will be 10% off that.
That's
Again, the order, to buy, 132580, the number, or you can go to openshop.com.au. But the biggest single stone so far, that's hard to say, biggest single stone so far, but also look at how beautiful this piece is. There is also some diamonds there. If this enormous Tanzanite is not quite enough for you, we have added diamonds on the bail. And can I just move her to the side to also show you? Look at the size of that bail.
Right down to the coulee.
Oh, is
the colour to the coulee at the bottom? There, it's the point.
Security. He's got security, he has to go. I'm actually not kidding, guys. We need to remove Steve because he's now using French words.
Oh, well, bonjour. If you don't cut the stone correctly, it doesn't work. So you can have, you know, the best stone in the world. There you go. That's it. Right, bring on the air machine, the wind machine.
You're killing me, Steve. You're funny too. You're a triple threat, a quadruple threat. Tanzanite is also, oh, there it is on beautiful Bianca again. But remember, if you've just tuned in, Tanzanite is a one-source stone. Tanzania, when it's gone, it's gone. Get it while you can. It does throw off beautiful colours. It's pleochroic. Is that right?
Trichroic.
Of course.
Pleochroic's the 2 colours, trichroic's more 3.
I knew that, Steve. Purples, blues, violets. And here at Openshop, we also offer 30-day money-back guarantee. Tanzanite is believed to have been formed about 585 million years ago, but only discovered by Manuel de Souza in 1967, who then, so he found the stone and then he sold it to Tiffany & Co. Is that right?
So then Tiffany & Co. got involved in basically marketing it. And I mean, that's a really good point because Tiffany & Co. obviously are extraordinarily luxurious. They're very well respected. So for a brand and a company as big as that to say, okay, we want to represent this stone, I think that was when alarm bells should have been ringing for everyone going, we're onto something big here.
Yeah.
And they did it very, very cleverly and they marketed it very well. They had the exclusive rights for a long, long time and now it's available obviously through all different avenues. And look, you can go to Tiffany & Co. If you look at their website and if you look at the jewellery and the Tanzanites they've got, don't get me wrong, there are some amazing pieces.
Absolutely.
And they do it very, very, very well. Price point wise though, it almost isn't comparable. If you look at Tiffany & Co. with a piece similar to what we've got now and what we've got, look, it's whatever it is.
You have to have a lot of money, guys. I think basically you have to have a lot of money.
True.
Today,
to do all
you
that,
don't have to have that much money to be part of the Tanzanite story, particularly on this next piece that really does give you 4 large stones.
This is great.
This one is amazing. 4 big stones here, Steve.
Yeah, you've got the 4 stones together, which is cleverly placed so that you can get those brilliant flashes of light that come through again, and you're going to see the different blues coming through, and of course it looks great in the studio. Wait till you get it home. But these stones are obviously placed and put together,
all together
in a very, very clever way. And these are all cushion cut stones. So these have got those fantastic large tables across the top with the facets around the side, and that again works and plays with the light beautifully. And also as a 4 sets piece. Yes. 1 stone looks good, 2 look fantastic, 3 is great, 4 we're just getting a bit ridiculous, but it's brilliant.
2.12 carats. Yeah. So this
Gorgeous.
is our first piece over that 2 carat mark. So some of you will be buying for design, some of you will be buying for price. You'll be looking at your budget and saying, okay, what can I afford? What am I going to get? Some of you will say, look, I'm only interested in earrings or I only want a ring. But some of you will say, give me the biggest carat weight, and here it is. 2.12 carats, 4 beautiful stones here, plus the diamonds set in gold, and almost like an estate sale piece here. Something again very old world about this, but very modern, because look at what they've done with the diamonds here and the way they've not had the shoulders kind of meet the points of the Tanzanite. It's slightly asymmetrical in the way those diamonds are. That's giving it that modern appeal, that modern feel. The way the two, do you know what I'm saying, Steve?
Yeah.
See how the shoulders, they're not meeting, the band is not meeting.
Yeah, real modern feel. And what they've done, what's great with Tanzanite is Tanzanite works really well with diamonds because it helps reflect the light from the diamonds to the Tanzanite and vice versa. But what you'll notice with almost all the pieces that we've got is it's all about the Tanzanite, right? There's diamonds, but I would rather have less diamonds and more Tanzanite. So you don't want a whole amount of diamonds going on the outside because it takes away from the Tanzanite. And with this ring and the ring that we saw earlier, what I love about both of those, you don't need anything else on your hand. You wear that ring on its own and that's the showpiece. You know, sometimes you can layer rings and that's fantastic, but the piece you've got and the piece we had before, they just work on their own. Which is great.
One thing I will say about Tanzanite, and this is what we call an anti-sell in the business. I'm the queen of the anti-sell.
Here we go. Security.
But to be honest, I don't, and I could be wrong.
Yes.
But I don't feel like Tanzanite does play well with other stones. If you are layering it up, I don't feel like you're going to put all your gemstones on next to Tanzanite, or is that wrong?
No, absolutely. Look, it's up to you. Look, the thing about Tanzanite and jewellery in general is if you see a piece of jewellery that you like, you buy it. It doesn't matter if Justine likes it, I like it, whoever else likes it. If you look at something, you saw something today, you're thinking, I like that. If it's just hit with you somewhere in here and you're thinking that could be for me, you've got to buy it because you could miss out. So if anything grabs your attention and pulls at your heartstrings, go for it because jewellery is very personal. But wearing jewellery and Tanzanite, Tanzanite's about 6.5 to 7 on the Mohs scale, and the Mohs scale is in reference to the hardness of a gemstone.
Yep.
So a diamond's 10 right down to talc, which is nothing. I wouldn't recommend wearing Tanzanite every single day. I would recommend wearing it, you know, for certain occasions. I wouldn't wear it 24/7 because it's slightly soft and special. I mean, it could be worn, it's durable, but it's not something I would recommend wearing all the time, which is why you will find people might wear it for those occasions in certain places that it doesn't need other gemstones around it.
Absolutely, it's the star. If you own a Tanzanite piece, honestly, she is the star of the show because it is only found in that one small area. The other key with Tanzanite, I think, is that here we go. Tanzanite is found in only one small area in the world, unlikely to ever be found anywhere else. Gemologists believe that in the next 10 to 20 years, no more Tanzanite will be found. Also, it becomes depleted. There won't be any more first-time owners of the gem, and all Tanzanite will become precious heirlooms.
Yeah,
and
that's a good point. Heirlooms is important.
It is.
I've met a couple of people that were buying off me in the UK, and they bought so many different pieces, and they said to me, it was a gentleman, and I said to him, why are you buying so many Tanzanite pieces? I met him in the lift in my building. It was really funny. He goes, are you Steve? And I was like, yeah. He goes, I watch you and buy Tanzanite. I was like, oh, right. So we had a chat, and he bought 30, 40 really amazing pieces.
Wow.
And I said to him, why are you buying so much? You know what he said to me? He goes, I'm buying them because I want to pass them on to my family. I want to give them to my kids, and I want to give them something that is an heirloom that I can pass down through generations. And I thought, clever. Emeralds and rubies and sapphires are gorgeous and brilliant, and you will get them and you can pass them down, and there's certain pieces that are really important. Having something that's as rare as Tanzanite, as special as Tanzanite, as brilliant as Tanzanite, as an heirloom to pass on, it's worth thinking, if you see something that could be right for your daughter, your granddaughter, your partner, your sister, whoever, it's extraordinary to get this kind of luxury at these prices that you can enjoy and pass down.
That's right, and it's so symbolic.
Absolutely.
Because it is so rare, 1,000 times rarer than diamonds.
Yeah.
And when we're gift giving, there should be some symbolism to it. There should be a reason you're buying something for someone. And what you're saying is you're incredibly rare, you're so special, I'm giving you Tanzanite. I do need to talk about my favourite piece in the show, though. And it is these earrings. We're going to have a look at them on the stand first. But Steve, these earrings are spectacular. Do not wear these if you don't want to be talked to, if you don't want questions being asked, if you don't want to get noticed. And this is so what's happening right now.
They're going to think you won the 110 million.
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh, this is just... Look, this is a step above the rest. The colour play that comes off these is absolutely impeccable. I can see blues and purples and burgundies coming through, and even in the bright lights with these ones. And again, they're matched. Remember we talked about the matching is really important.
Yep.
And I said this at the start, and one thing I've learned over the years with jewellery, please spend the right time, money, effort, in earrings, because when you look someone in the eye, like I said at the start of the show, the first thing you see is what's framing your face.
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, out of everything that you've put on today, wow, don't they just look gorgeous?
Well, look, we're quite distant there. Yes. This is what we call an MCU in the business. I don't know what those letters stand for, but I know it's an MCU. So you're far away. The dress is very vibrant. It's quite bright, but still, I know that you're clocking these earrings. You can notice these earrings. You're looking at the earrings because you have 6 stones in each ear, 1.94 carats, an approximate carat weight. So we're approaching now. Had we had 2 carats here, just when we're doing our margins and working out our prices, this is just a standard rule in retail. The minute you hit, okay, we're at 2 carats, boom. You know, it's going to cost you more. But you look like you've got 2 carats, but we're at 1.94, so you haven't jumped up in that price bracket yet. The other thing with these, it's like a soft triangle. I don't know what we call this, but it's not so strong and so sharp that it's severe. It's like a soft, really fluffy triangle. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but the point is that you've got the geometry of it, the drama of it, but there's a softness to them as well. Are these three.
Yeah, the
how much
price.
are these? These should have been $489,
They've been
and they're
reduced.
$399. These are my favorites because I feel like a princess in these
If you wear,
earrings.
I mean, you look at those, they're opulent, they're extraordinary, they're striking, they're stunning. I mean, they're thought-provoking. You look at those earrings. In my mind, if I didn't know you, I'd be thinking, what, you know, has she just come from the south of France?
And
is she, you know, what's her
well,
story?
do you know what, Steve? I have just come from my laundry, but not the south of France. But you know, the other thing, you've just made me think of something. They can't simulate the color of Tanzanite in simulated stones. I've seen the simulants.
Yeah, I know.
And it's not quite. I've seen good simulated emeralds, good simulated rubies.
Yeah.
But when they try and do the Tanzanite simulants, it's
Doesn't
like,
work.
mom.
No, absolutely, you can just tell.
You can just tell. Yes, absolutely you can. And here they are on Bianca again, suiting the different hair color, suiting the different
That's a really good point.
tone.
The skin tone and colour is completely different to what you're wearing, but they work. And this is it's almost a safety stone to go for, you know, and it really is. It really is. It's a
Steve,
safety.
you know, if you hear me in the future using any lines that you may
That's
use,
fine.
it's coincidence.
Oh, is it?
Steve.
Okay. Oh, Billy at the end of the month.
And you should see it as a compliment. Not plagiarism,
I
that's
won't.
all.
That's it.
Tanzanite is a variety of the mineral zoisite. It does vary from blue to violet or even purple in color. And that picture right there, that graphic on the screen, if you're away from the screen, turn your head, put down the vacuum, whatever you're doing. Look at why Tanzanite is so spectacular.
That's a really good shot because that shows you those different violets and blues that come through. And of course, you know, every single stone's unique, which is why it goes back down to the point. Everything you buy is unique and special, and any of these items that you buy from us has gone through the highest quality control so that you know you're getting the very, very best.
Absolutely.
Is this our last ring then?
It is. Has this not flown?
Oh my
this
gosh.
hour? Gosh.
Flown by.
L, N and R are your sizes. The reason
Yeah.
I bring that up is because if you have not been able yet to find a size in the ring so far, because a lot of them have been that M to S, this is now going from L to R. So this might be the piece for you. Beautiful split shank here, gorgeous.
Again, a lovely design that wraps around the finger, elongates beautifully, and I think it's just one of those pieces that again provokes thought.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you've got a story within the stone itself. I mean, look at those two oval cut stones. The crisscross design's great. I've seen rings just like that. If you take the Tanzanite away, the crisscross design with the diamonds is a really, really impressive and fabulous sort of the crossover style that you've got. Put some two Tanzanite stones in there, and all of a sudden it just pops in the most beautiful way.
Well, I actually think this
that
would
look.
be a beautiful engagement ring because of the story it tells. The two stones crossing over in the middle, so it's almost like the two halves becoming one sort of centerpiece. So, fellas, maybe you'd put $5,000 aside for the rock. Well, you don't need it because for $619, this would make, actually, I'm going to put her on the engagement finger. This would make a spectacular either eternity ring, maybe it's your 10-year wedding anniversary, maybe it's 20, maybe it's 40. Maybe it's a push present, or maybe you're watching us, maybe it's late at night and you are looking for your mum's 60th birthday present, and maybe there's 3 siblings that want to go in together,
That's a good point.
$200 each. But the gift that you're giving is the gift of rarity, really.
Absolutely,
isn't it?
and you know it's a chance to get a ring, and we've got sizes L, N, P, and R.
Yes.
So we've got a few different sizes in regards to these as well, from the smaller to the larger. If you're not too sure about the sizes, go for the one that you think is going to be right. When you get it home, have a look at it. If it doesn't fit, go to a jeweler's. They can resize it for you. It's easily done with these pieces. If it can't happen, if there's any problems, that's why we give you a 30-day money-back guarantee.
Yes.
And this is the thing about this hour. If there's anything that you've been looking at, that you've been loving, that you want to get involved in, listen, we haven't got massive quantities, I'll be honest with you. We can't do it. Some pieces have got more than others. We'll always bring you as many as we can. If you like something, grab it. As we said, 10% off. You know, we want to bring you a great piece of jewellery. If there's any problems, 30-day money-back guarantee.
right.
But one thing that I've always had from people over the years as well, and this happens with jewellery more than anything else I've ever sold, I've had messages, emails and tweets, Steve, I didn't get this. When is it coming back? And I've had to say, we'll try and try. Some of them never come back.
Absolutely.
Gone. And I can give you something similar, but they're like, I wanted that one.
That's why
so
you
if
don't
there's anything you like, grab them.
That's right, and that's why you don't see Tanzanite every day on TV, or
Yeah.
you don't even see it in some jewellery stores. And by all means, do your research. If you want to try and come back to us tomorrow and find your piece after you've done some research on the internet with an equivalent piece, go ahead and do that.
Do you know what I would say? I'd be more than happy to say, buy this piece from us, and for the next 30 days, try and go online,
Yep.
go to every shop, look every week, try and beat it. Try
Yep.
and find something that's a better price. I'm that happy and confident with the piece, the price, and what you're getting. Seriously, try it.
And if you are thinking, well, you know what, Tanzanite is familiar. They actually use Tanzanite at the end of Titanic with the heart-shaped diamond there that's dropped into the ocean. What a sad story that was there at the end. I do want to say one more thing, Steve,
Yes.
about this as well. I feel like Tanzanite is the one gemstone you never regret. You know, it's just one of those things. It's always prettier in real life
Yep.
than on the telly. And I can
Absolutely.
pretty much guarantee everybody that picks up a piece this hour, we will exceed your expectations with Tanzanite. I hope that happens with everything that you
Absolutely.
purchase here at Openshop, but Tanzanite is a very, very safe stone.
If you love rarity and special stones and you love the story behind jewellery, we all wear jewellery because we want it to look good, but we also wear jewellery because we have that feeling to it. You know, there's the reason why you wear it. Right now, you've got a pendant on you, a ring on you. It was given to you by your mum. It was given to you by your daughter. You wear it because it reminds you of your sister. Whatever that reason is, if there's a connection with any of these pieces, grab them, enjoy them, and you're getting something that in the next couple of lifetimes will probably have been completely mined.
And
then what happens?
And if you, we've got a minute left in the show, so if you're now making up your mind and you're going, okay, there are a few rings that I was thinking about and now I need to have a look, you can go to openshop.com.au. You can look at this show, you can look at these pieces, you can take your time and decide. I can't guarantee that they will still be there, but definitely don't feel pressure. Go and do that. You can talk to our customer service operators on 132580. And if you do make a purchase, you are automatically entered into the draw to win a near $90,000 Mercedes-Benz.
It's
I think it's so
beautiful.
pretty. It's just around the corner.
I can just see it.
It's gorgeous.
Oh, it's
to see
lovely.
and there'll be a promo playing out that you've probably seen already as well. Steve, I have to say, welcome to the team. Welcome
you.
to Openshop. We are so thrilled to have
So
you.
excited to do Tanzanite, one of my favourite stones, as I said.
And
Brilliant.
next time we do a jewellery show, don't worry about the preparation. Don't worry about the reading. You don't want to show anyone up, not mentioning any names.
Thank you.
Baker over here. Thank you so much,
Thank you so
everybody.
much.
Love
Take
you
care.
all. We'll see you again soon.